Thank you for watching the Telisa Franklin Show. I am so excited that you took the time to watch this show. Well, my prayer is that you be empowered, you be enlightened, you be inspired to just be yourself, because nobody else can be you. And I want you to be the best you. Well, today's show is like none other. I just want to kind of push you to your purpose, because I am truly grateful that somebody pushed me to my purpose. Well, a lot of times when we're getting pushed to our purpose, we have people around us. And what I want today is for you to determine who is around you, because I want you to fly like an eagle. I don't want you to be with the turkeys and the chickens. I want you to fly like an eagle. So I'll be right back so you'll know what type of birds you hang around. Well, I know you're sitting at the edge of the couch, at the edge of your seat, and just trying to say, what is Telisa talking about today when she said, what type of birds are you hanging with? Well, let me just tell you from personal experience, I had to determine the birds that was in my life. Was it the eagles that wanted to soar high? No matter what was going on in your life, you still can fly high? Or was it I was going to hang with the turkeys and the chickens, and all they was going to do was complain and flap their wings? Well, I only want to be with the people that was making something happen. And I want you to understand that, because one thing about the thought that you allow to dominate your mind will dictate your future. Meaning that the people that you have that's dominating your mind, that's dominating your time, is going to dictate your future. So that means, are the people that you're hanging around, are the people that's saying we're going to be pushed to our purpose and failure isn't an option? I was speaking with a dear friend of mine on today before I even started doing this show today, and he was having some issues, and normally we talk all the time. And he said, but you know what? There's a friend of mine that always says failure is not an option. And I started laughing, because really that made me feel good that when he's listening to me, I'm pushing him to his purpose, and vice versa. When he's talking to me, he's pushing me to my purpose. So what type of friends are pushing you to your purpose? And that's very important. So let's just talk a little bit. When I think about different birds, okay, let's think about birds, and I want to kind of give you these birds that can really push you, and you're going to determine. We're going to break the birds down and talk about it. Well, there are several birds that I will discuss with you today. The birds are the buzzard bird, the pelican bird, and the eagle. Which one of those are you, or which one are your friends you're hanging around? Because your friends can really hold you back or push you forward. Because if they're feeding negativity in your ear and complaining and saying why they can't do this, and who did this and who did that, then they're telling you for you to complain. Or do you have those friends that are saying, no matter what they said, no matter what they did, I'm still going to pursue. I'm still going to get that college degree. I'm still going to be that wonderful artist. I'm still going to be that awesome mom. I'm still going to be that heck of a dad. Yeah, that's what you need. Okay? So let's talk about that. When you think about the buzzard bird, let's talk about that buzzard bird. The buzzard bird is that bird that goes around collecting garbage about everyone else, and it's not building you up. Do you know a buzzard bird? Is your best friend a buzzard bird that she goes around, or he goes around, collecting information about everybody else? And it's not collecting information to build that person up. It's collecting information to tear that person down. Then you will have to say, am I tired of being the garbage can that this buzzard bird continually to dumping this negativity in? Well, you may have that girlfriend that comes over to the house, and you know about the girlfriend who comes over to the house, and we love to eat, so it's nothing like a good conversation. Or to some, there's nothing like a good gossip conversation. Well, the buzzard bird loves to gossip. There, even in the Bible, it is a passage of scripture that says, study to be quiet. It's okay to be quiet, because when you learn to be quiet, you do not want to hear the mess. and you're not going to talk the mess. So you have that buzzard bird that comes into the house and say, hey, come on in, girl. Come to the kitchen. Come on in, dog. Let's get to the kitchen. Let's go have us something to eat. Let's have us a drink. Whatever you want to do in your kitchen, because that's your house. Trust me. I ain't trying to tell you about your house. I just want you to understand how to clean your house so you can be the best you ever. Well, you have that person that comes into the kitchen and you're sitting there and said, let me just say, for instance, me and my girl. Girl, you want something to eat? Girl, yeah, I want something to eat. I give her something to eat, give us a good big glass of sweet tea. And she said, girl, did you hear about so-and-so, so-and-so? You heard about what she did to her husband. Okay, that's collecting garbage. Or you had that one that said, girl, did you hear about what was going on at that church? Or that business? Or this and that? You collecting their garbage. Or do you have the girlfriend that come over and say, you know, girl, you're looking good. You're smelling good. The house is beautiful. How's life treating you? Oh, I pray life is treating you wonderful. Girl, did you hear about so-and-so, so-and-so? She's doing so well in life. See, it's important for our friends to do well in life. Whether our friend is in our face or behind our back, we should be speaking well of that person. And I'll be like, for real, girl? They're doing that well? That is such a blessing. And then you think about it, you say, you know, I remember when she had challenges in life, and I remember when she had things that she thought she could never overcome. But once she got into our circle, we started pushing her to her purpose. Imagine the circle that you're in. Are you in that circle of those buzzard birds that come over and want to have a good eat and a good drink with you, and all they can talk about the bad of somebody's doing? Or do you have that circle of friends that come over and all they want to discuss is the great things that's going on in their life, the great things going on in your life, and the great things that's going on in your circle of life? You ever thought about that? Your circle. What is your circle saying about you behind your back? Because, you know, people can always say great things to you to your face sometimes. But what happens when your circle is saying negative things behind your back? And you're in the middle of that circle. And so then you have in one ear, this girl said all these great things about, let's say, Telisa. Then in this ear, you have all this person saying all these bad things about Telisa. And then what you're doing, you're trying to decide, is it true or is it not true? But she's never shown me anything like that, but she's shown her that. Watch your circle, because what you're doing, you're collecting garbage. And it's hard to divide garbage. Garbage is all garbage. Okay? So be careful of the circle that you're in, because a buzzard bird do not want you to have a clean life. A buzzard bird do not want to see you get to your purpose. The buzzard bird is only to do what? Kill, steal, and destroy your happiness, your friendships, your relationships, and you as a person. Because sometimes the buzzard bird only continue to come to you. And that's that buzzard friend, acquaintance, however you want to say it. Only comes to you, only to tell you what's the negative. So you cannot even focus on being positive. I am Telisa Franklin, and we're talking about what type of birds are you flying with. We'll be right back. Well, did you think about that? I'm back. I'm back to continue to know, for you to know, what type of birds are you hanging with? What type of birds are you flying with? I want you to fly high. I want you to fly with only the eagles, because you know what? Eagles don't worry about what's all this mess going on around here. Eagles can see high, and I want you to fly like an eagle. But we got to get to that point, because I need you to determine what type of other birds you could be hanging with. You may have that friend, birds, whatever you want to call it. You may have that friend that's a pelican bird. A pelican bird does not have an appetite for change. Don't want any new friends. Don't want anybody else in the circle. So when you say, hey, Amy, I met this young girl and I think she'll be perfect to be in our circle. She's really pushing life and she's really got things going on. And you know what? I think she's a cool girl. And then you have that other friend say, we don't want anybody else in our circle. We're okay now. But your circle is full of buzzbirds. It's not going anywhere. Don't want anything out of life. All they want to do is see the next person be down. And then you sit and you continue to discuss how bad life is really treating you. Well, another bird, when you think about that, don't want anybody new in the circle, is when you think about the pelican bird, it doesn't want change. Well, what if you're that person, that one person in that whole circle saying, you know what, girl, instead of us always talking about how bad things are, let's take authority of our life, of our friendship, and let's say, how can we change things? So you may be that one pelican bird in the middle of all those buzzards. You're that guy, and I know it always seems like I'm talking to women, but I'm really pushing for women to be empowered. Women to understand that we love each other for real, not just for fake. There's too many times we're in a season of fakeness. We're in a season of belong. But if you don't belong with that bird, then get out of it, baby. It's okay. Trust me, we all been there before. It's just as easy to get out of it. Don't say, oh, it's just hard. I'm so used to it. So what? I was used to some things, but everything I do as a habit don't mean it's good for me. I love sweets, but is sweets good for me? Absolutely not. Am I trying to cut back? I say it out my mouth, but the moment I go to the store, I see that Hershey's and I'm grabbing it. So come on now, let me just tell you. So now, what I make myself do when I go to the store, I make sure I go by the fruit aisle and get me some fruits, because I understand I cannot be the person in which God has created me to be if I don't change my habits. Same thing with my body and my mind and your mind. So you got to understand, you need to be, if you're not around that pelican friend that's trying to change you for the best, then you need to be that. You need to be that person and say, hey, we can do better. We can change. We're not going to always talk about what's bad going on. Let's talk about what's good. Don't we hear enough bad? I do. I hear enough bad that I don't even want to have to hear. I don't want to hear any bad. I want to hear great news. When I hear somebody doing well, I get so excited. When I hear somebody that maybe has a new business, or maybe had a new baby, or maybe got a husband, or got a wife, I get so excited like it was me. If it was my brother getting a jewel of a wife, I'm excited. I believe that when I learn to be happy for others, He'll bless me. But if you're in that circle of friends of buzzard birds that all they can do is talk, then you can never be free. Never. You may have those buzzard birds and tell you how they could do something better. If they could do it, they'll be doing it. That's why they're sitting in the kitchen, sitting around talking all day long about negativity. They're on their cell phone. Because sometimes the cell phone, all it does is keep up hell. Keep up confusion. Keep up just strikes amongst the brethren. Why? All because you just didn't know how to be quiet and be in the circle of people that can celebrate you. What I say to one, I can say to all. Can you really say that about your buzzard friends that you sit at the table with? Maybe you're not at your kitchen table. Maybe you're at the restaurant. Maybe you're at the pub. Maybe wherever you may be. Just know that a buzzard friend is a buzzard friend. But I want you to be that pelican friend, or have those friends to say, hey, the buck stops here. We're going to change. We're not going to continue to be that bird that sit around and do nothing. We're going to change because we understand that we got to get to being an eagle. We got to soar high. We cannot be doing low. I see people all the time, take the high road. If you reacted to every attack that people do to you, then you're taking the low road. I dare you today. Take the high road. Maybe you may get a text. Maybe somebody may call you. Maybe you may see something on social media. Yeah. Maybe you may see that on social media. And you may say, oh, I just got to tell them off. Can you take the high road? So, I ain't that type of bird. Hey, I'm Telisa. I'll be right back to continue to talking about what type of birds are you flying with. Well, we were talking about what type of birds are you flying with, because it's important that you know the birds. And I talked about the kitchen, and before the end of it, I'm even going to tell you how the rooms in your house can relate to you getting to your purpose, because you have to understand what type of people are you hanging with. What type of person are you letting inside your house? And I'm not so much talking about your box house. I'm talking about this house, your body. Well, we talked about the buzzard bird. We then talked about the pelican bird. And now let's talk about a bird that I love, an eagle. An eagle bird. One thing about an eagle bird will soar over all negative gossips in life. No matter what is going on, an eagle bird soars. No matter what. The eagle bird is not even going to entertain a buzzard bird. It's not going to entertain a pelican bird. It's not even going to entertain nothing but what needs to be entertained to push them to purpose. When I tell you a lot of times, stay focused, that is so real. Because an eagle is so focused on doing and getting where their destination. They don't have time to pick up garbage. They don't have time to try to change you. Sometimes when you see people that's in your circle, that was in your circle, and they're really pushing forward, and then you get upset and say, oh, she ain't what she used to be no more. He ain't what he used to be. Because you know what? He's an eagle. He ain't got time to hold you. Because when he was with you, he saw where your mindset was going. He saw you were just a buzzard. You didn't want to do better. He saw that even when he was trying to be the pelican bird to change you to the purpose in which God has given for you, you didn't want to be better. So that eagle said, let me just fly high. Let me soar. Because as long as I stay with them, they're going to continue to drain my energy. Sometimes we want to help people, but sometimes that same person will drain your energy. I don't know about you. I've been with people where when I got in your presence, I felt like I had just got hit with a Mack truck. Because you literally was draining me of all my energy, draining me of my destiny, draining me of my vision, draining me of all the stuff that I know God had already empowered me with. Because I became so consumed with your problems where I could not address what God was doing in my life. Maybe you're that person that really has an eagle mindset, but you got so many buzzard birds in your life that's consuming you of your purpose, consuming you of your passion, and is just in a state of consumption that you can't get to where you need to be. So I challenge you today. Sit back, reevaluate your life, and make sure the people that's in your life are really going where you know that God has destined for you to go. You got to hang with some eagles, baby. Buzzard birds gonna continue to be buzzard birds. Some of these buzzard birds, trust me. When I hear old people say, oh, that old buzzard, I didn't know what they was talking about. But now I do know that a buzzard bird, all they want to do is keep up confusion. A buzzard bird, all they want to keep up is negativity. A buzzard bird don't want to see their people succeed. I want you to be an eagle. So if there's a baby buzzard bird, that baby buzzard bird gonna look up and say, did she used to hang with your mama? Why she gone here and you still here? So that little baby buzzard, she gonna say, oh, I got to get out this circle. because so-and-so used to be with my mom, or so-and-so used to be with my dad, but he's still progressing, and dad is still doing the same thing he was doing when I was a child. So am I going to be like that? Or I'm going to be like that eagle? I'm going to soar. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to truly understand how to soar. Because I want you to understand you can't be the buzzard, you can't be the pelican, and you sure can be the eagle. And when you think about cleaning up your house, I want you to understand it's not so much of the kitchen. It's your whole house. And what I want to do when I come back, I'm going to even tell you how the birds are going to relate to you cleaning your house. Because I want you to be an eagle. Because I believe in you. Do you believe in you? I'll be right back. I'm Telisa Franklin. Well, I know that you understand now what type of birds are you flying with that's flying over your house. And mean the house is not your physical box house. The house is you. And I kind of want to even talk to you a little bit how to kind of relate the house, because I want you to be free. And I want you to be the best you ever, because nobody else can be you no better than you. So when I think of the birds and I think of the house, well, your house is your life. So let's play this game, okay? I have just stepped out on the porch of your house. Nobody knows what's going on in your house. Nobody knows what's going on in your heart, in your mind. So let's play the game, okay? I'm going to say knock, knock. You're going to say who's there. Got me? All right, let's do it. Because you know what? It's important for me to make sure that you smile. I don't care what's going on. I don't care what type of bird you've been flying with. I want you to fly high because you are an eagle. I know you're an eagle. Do you know you're an eagle? So let's play the game, okay? The game starts is knock, knock. Who's there? Me? Come on into my living room. In the living room of your life, we always make sure that living room is cleaned up. One thing my grandparents would always tell me, that if all the other rooms in your house is nasty, and that's crazy. If all the other rooms in your house is nasty, make sure there's 3 rooms look decent. Your living room, your bathroom, and your kitchen. Well, we all know our living room of our house is our outer shell. Sometimes we can make everybody feel like, oh, we got it going on. There's not a care in the world. But really, deep down, we're hurting. And we're hurting really, really bad. The living room, which is our outer appearance, is like a hidden mass of pain, disobedience, letdowns. But we keep on going through the front that we got it going on. That even though we see those buzzard birds and we keep wanting to compare our life to the buzzard birds, and you all in the same boat. But we want you to be in a better boat, because I want you to fly high. Yes, I want you to fly real, real high. So when we think about our house, which is our life, and we understand what type of bird is flying over our house, our life, because we got enough we're dealing with on the regular basis. Because I'm telling you, the hidden mask is something else. We put on this beautiful facade, but on the inside of us, we're hurting. We're hurting by whatever life has given to us. We're hurting by the pain. And Lord knows, if you're a woman, you're hurt by the letdown of men. If you're a man, you're hurt down, most cases, by the letdown of your father. So we're hurt in so many different ways. We really want you to address it. So we put ourselves in circles where we can look at other people's pain and make mockery, but never truly addressing our own pain. And that's what I want you to understand. It's time to address the pains in your life and get with the right circle that's going to continue to push you to your purpose. Let's play another game. Knock, knock. Who's there? Huh? Knock, knock. Who's there? I know you playing the game with me, right? Don't let me play this game by myself, because at the end of this game of life, we're going to be successful together, because I can't be successful unless you're successful, because we can't be selfish. So let's think of it. Well, let's go back to the beginning of the conversation. Knock, knock. Who's there? Me. Welcome to my kitchen. You remember that kitchen thing? Yeah, we just talked about that kitchen, where all the stuff takes place in the kitchen. Well, let me tell you, if I was in a real kitchen, you give me some good old fried chicken, and I'm just as happy. But I tell you, that chicken is that bird. So who am I allowing in my kitchen? What type of chicken am I eating? Am I eating the buzzard? Am I eating the pelican? Or am I eating an eagle? You better understand what type of chicken you need to eat in your kitchen. Because every chicken that come in your kitchen, you don't need to be eating, because it's not going to be good for your digestive system. I said that. Well, let's come on, let's talk, because we don't have all day. Not for this segment. Knock, knock. Who's there? Knock, knock. Who's there? Come on into my bedroom. Come on in. Yeah, come on in. Our bedroom. Our bedrooms in our life, in our house, keeping you flowing, goes the most intimate moments happen there. And the intimate moments of our bedrooms can either make our life better